Kitty, 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 kitty. Kitty, 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 kitty. We are live from Floridastan, USA. Sure, let's do it. What I got? Sure. Let me see. What the heck? I guess we'll put it here. 300. Um, um, sure. Uh-huh. Okay. Uh-huh. Then myself. Let me see. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. Heck yeah. I didn't know I had how did I manage to accumulate this? I'm not even doing anything on that account to accumulate anything. Oh well, no problem, I guess. I'll take it. Make sure I turn off my Wi-Fi here because could be causing service interruption. Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How you doing, Aki? How's the day going? Everything Gucci or what? Just took a shower, changed clothes. I'm going back out for round number two. So sometimes just taking a shower, putting on new clothes resets your whole day. Hey, thank you, bro. Who is on vacation since today? You? Thank you, Aki, for the membership. You on vacation? Oh yeah. How long is your vacation? How long is it for? Oh, nice. So now on Sunday, I pick up my son and I have him for a week. And so the whole whatever off of school for that week. And so I'm supposed to have him for that week completely. So from one Sunday to the other Sunday, it's the first time I'm gonna have my son for a whole week in a long time. Alhamdulillah. You were needing a break? Nice. Yeah, man. You got any plans? Yeah, I have him for a whole week. So I might go see my parents, so they can spend time with him too. Yeah, he doesn't have school that week. Nothing. I think it's because of the Thanksgiving week or whatever. I'll take it. So yeah, alhamdulillah. What's up? 3130. What's going on? Plans are spending 2 weeks with wife away from the city in a nice cottage in the middle of nowhere. Hey, that's nice. That's nice, bro. Away from the city, away from cars, away from the honking, just like a little retreat. You can spend some time, just some peaceful, quiet time. You can do some reflecting. That's nice. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Nice. Very nice. Great success. Let me take a picture of this thing. Let's give me take a picture now. Picture, always pictures. Always picture with this platform. Great success. You don't have TikTok, do you? Bro, I'm not going to the airport now from here. Are you crazy? You never had it? I posted a video a couple days ago on TikTok about a dash camera footage from a lady I went to pick up, and I canceled on her while she was in the window because she started talking about, didn't I tell you to honk? Didn't you get the message about honking? So I canceled. I said, madam, I'm canceling. She's like, no. I said, yeah, I don't need this. I don't need this. I wrote on my thing, and it has like 200,000 views. Let me see if I can show you. I might be able to put it up here. I might have to re-download TikTok here. Let me see. I don't have it on my iPad. So it has like about 200,000 views. I don't know how many hundreds of comments. It's just, and I've been interacting with people on there. TikTok is kind of weird. Like I post there every once in a while because I don't like the way it's like a rat race because it's like, all right, let me see. I think it should be back now. There we go. It's back now. Anyway, let me see if I can, connection is bad in this area. The TikTok is downloading extremely slow. But yeah, so what I was saying is that TikTok is not really a platform that the way it's built is built to do this. Scroll up, next thing, next thing, next thing. So even though I've gotten that many views, that doesn't really translate to more people following you because it's this motion, you know. Have I gotten some followers off of that? Yeah, I've got some followers, but not mm, couple only. So, but the video just blew up, right? And the comments and the whole thing. So I don't like TikTok because it's like a rat race. Like I was saying, it's like you can be a content creator on TikTok, right? It has hundreds, thousands of views, couple thousand people watching your live stream. If you take a few days off and you stop posting, your numbers drop that drastically. It's like you have to start almost all over. So I don't like that. Not like YouTube. Yeah, it's that's why I don't. Yeah, I'm still trying to tell people they're dumb if they're not if they believe they're in Christianity. Yes, yes, yes. It's not gonna change. That's like asking me, do you believe that the sun is still yellow or bright? Yes, 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 I do. Do you believe that the Gatorade you're drinking is light blue? Of course, yes. Okay, so hold on, this thing downloaded. Here we go. Let's load it up. Let's load it up. I don't know why the connection's so bad here in this area. Okay, let me see if it lets me. Uh, can try to use this key. I don't know if it's gonna work though. We'll see. Yeah, I know how to use TikTok, man. Okay, here it is. Here's a video right here. Ah, get out of my screen. I hate when it does that. Okay, so this is the video. Hmm. Hold on, let me remove the screen. This is the video, right? At a little over 200,000 right now, right? So I'll play you so you can hear it. What happened? Waiting for this lady. So let me provide some context. She had already seen me prior to this. She had already seen me. So you see how I'm like, this is valet. All this is valet, right? So the line goes all the way back here. The line from here. And then you come this way, right? So what? By the time that I get here, when I first enter valet, there's cars, and I have to, inch my way forward. She's standing over here. The lady's standing around here somewhere. We moved now, but she was standing around here, around this area. She sees me and she waved, and I waved back. And she's looking at the phone, and she looks up again at me, and that's when she waves, and I wave back. So she knows it's me. Then look at my car, dark orange. There's no other dark orange car there, right? The phone is telling her that I'm there. The phone is telling her that it's me, right? The other thing is that she never sent me any message. So you're gonna hear her here talking about the message that I send you or something like this. You didn't get the message or something like this. Even if she had sent the message, I was still not gonna hunk because on this side you'll see over here and over here on this side, far off the camera, there are elderly people waiting to get picked up. Why would I pull up, start hunking because she wants me to hunk? Again, there was no message. But even if there was a message of hunk, I'm not going to do that. Why would I create a disturbance while there's elderly people there waiting to get picked up? That makes no sense. Furthermore, she had already seen and know that I'm there. She knows, and I know that she knows. So, okay, so I inch my way forward. I come here. She's already agitated. So she's coming in hot. Why? Because she wanted me to hunk. Just because she wanted to. Well, I watch. Let me see if it lets me play. Play. Oh, wait, wait. I got to go back a little bit so you can see her coming in. Okay, so look at her in the corner right there. Look, she's doing a gesture with her hand. Hunk, hunk. You see that? So she's coming in hot. Look, 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 look. Hunk. and that's it. That's the video, right? But then people, people, I don't know why this video caught fire like this, but people started going on there, going crazy. There's freaking 500 something comments, but I try to answer to a lot of people, but you know how the internet is. Um, some people thought she had called me a punk instead of hunk. Some people thought she said punk. Then you get the message, punk. So I had to clarify for some people, hey, no, she didn't say punk. She said hunk. And I told the people, like, hey, look, I don't take any. It doesn't give me any joy to do that. It's not like I'm so happy about it. It doesn't give me any joy. But bro, you can't take people crap because I know 90% of the comments on there. If you go through all of them, you'll see people are like siding with me, right? Even if they didn't side with me, I don't give a damn. But 98% of the comments there are siding with me, right? There's that 1 or 2% that are like, what is it that they say more or less? They'll say things like, I would have picked her up anyway. Why didn't you just pick her up? And to those people, I have to explain from experience. I know that that's a bad idea at that point. When somebody comes in hot like that, right? And they want confrontation. Because all she had to do, when I put the window down, I said for Miss Deborah, all she had to do was, yes, it's me. Get in. Off we went. Hi, hello. We either have a good conversation or no conversation. Either way is fine. I would have given her 5 star at the end of it, and off we went. But this lady is gonna stand here to have an argument on the window with me about you didn't get the text message about honk. Wow, I already explained that she knew that was me because she has my car. She's looking at the phone. She waved at me. I waved at her. I have the only orange car. She has my plate. She has the picture. She has everything she needs. She has the app literally telling her he's in front of you right now. But she wanted to argue. So the 2% that say I would have picked her up anyway. I'm like, yeah, that's because you don't have any experience in doing this business. You don't see what's about to happen next. If I ignore that, you ordered two words and thought about me. Bro, if I ignore that moment, I can promise you I know what's going to happen next. And some people even pointed this out. She's going to come in. This is going to escalate into an argument. Well, not really, because I would have just told her to get out. But why even get there? Right? But the way this would have gone, let's say I was a different person that's going to take the BS and I ignore that moment. And yeah, okay, come in. You would have been back there bickering the whole, what was it, like a 28-minute ride? 28 minutes. You would have been back there talking about, um, wow, you should have honked. Other Uber drivers honk. When I tell them to honk, they honk. Why couldn't you honk? And blah, 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 blah. At the end of this, if I'm a different driver and it gets to the end of the ride, that's a 1 star guaranteed. That lady's not gonna rate me good. I know how this goes, bro. I mean, you don't have to. It's just common sense. So what I try to avoid was an escalation of me telling her to get in, driving down a block, and then telling her to canceling the ride and telling her to get out a block. Because I'm not gonna sit there for 28 minutes listening to this BS. I'm not gonna do that. And when people are coming in hot like that, if you can prevent it, if you can prevent the situation from escalating, that's what you do. You prevent it. But the 2% are like, I would have picked her up, and yeah, okay, congratulations, you would have picked her up. You were gonna end with a 1 star. You would possibly end with a bad report. She could have. Now, that the good thing about canceling is that there's nothing she can do at that point because Even if she calls Uber, she's like, the driver canceled on me. They're gonna tell her he can cancel on you. He's within his rights to cancel, right? So nothing took place. There's um no anything happened except the driver declined a ride. And they're not gonna kick you off the platform or anything because we have the right to cancel. They can't do that. But let's say I ignore that moment, she gets in, and we have a back and forth, and after I complete the trip, so the trip took place, and now she goes and complain. That's when the situation changes because she can make up things. That's another thing. You can make things up. There have been drivers that have gotten their account deactivated because somebody claimed false claims, literally. The driver was drinking a beer. That's it. Uber will deactivate you, and then you have to send them like dash cam footage, and it's some people have gotten their account deactivated permanently just because of a lie. So to avoid any of that, I said, finished. That's it. I know what happened. The next driver that showed up, she's not gonna be telling him to hunk, but she's gonna get in that car. I feel bad for the next driver. That I can say. I feel bad for the next driver. Alaikum salam. Because the next driver that picks her up, he's picking up a hot potato. And now he's going to have to hear for the next 28 minutes, or she, whoever picks her up, they're going to have to hear for the next 28 minutes this woman talking about how me cancel on her and I am an a-hole. And she's not going to tell the side of the story where she's coming up aggressive, telling me to hunk without reason. Because I've been that driver where somebody canceled on that person and they come in, that driver, I can't believe they cancel on me, and I go, oh wow, that's not good. Sorry for that bad experience. Sorry you had to go through that. 'Cause it's no longer me now. The beef is not the situation's not with me. So I can just, but in my mind I'm like, yeah, but what did you do for that driver to cancel on you? You did something. You did something. Because don't tell me the driver just refused to just pick you out of the blue. And then you look at the rating and it's like 4.6 rating. And you did nothing. No, you did something. You did something that you didn't do once I got there and you came in. So I avoided that whole situation. How you doing? Alhamdulillah, everything Gucci. How you doing? And I think somebody was like, "That's terrible customer service." I'm like, I've been at this for many years. I have a 5-star rating on both platforms. Tell me more about how I should provide the service, please. Tell me more. And the thing about this is also the thing is, don't cancel on me tomorrow morning. 5 a.m. I mean, there should be. I mean, I can only speak for over here, but over here in the morning, drivers are out in the morning. They're out because they know there's a lot of movement. But tomorrow is Saturday. Oh, I don't know. Because I'm thinking Monday, Friday, busy, people going to work. Saturday, I don't know how it's going to be over there Saturday. You made the reservation. Okay, how much is a trip? The whole amount they charge you for the reservation. Alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. From South Africa. South Africa in the house. $20, 10 miles. Mm. The thing is that, oh, I mean, from those $20, The driver's probably getting $8 to $9 most. Has somebody accepted the trip already? Like, do you have an assigned driver? Yeah, it's not allowed. They don't let you. It's not like Uber Eats lets you do that, but for rides, they don't let you do that. Or do you? Alhamdulillah, Gucci. How you doing? Everything Gucci. 'Cause sometimes I wouldn't be surprised if the driver at some point maybe cancels and they assign you another driver. That's a possibility too. Because, like I said, that driver is going to be getting paid like 9 or 10. So for a driver to commit to that, to be there at a certain time, I mean, there's a chance that might happen. It might just go smoothly. So I mean, you can't really go wrong with reservation because reservation. Let's say even if the driver cancels, what's the other option? You order it on the spot. I mean, it's kind of like the same thing. So it is kind of not if the driver cancels, it's kind of like the same thing as ordering on the spot anyway. So it is good to reserve because there is the factor of that driver that accepts it today or now or in a little bit that commits to that reservation. He might follow through and might pick you up at that time. So it's not bad to reserve it. It is good to reserve it anyway. But I don't think you should I mean you should have any issue. I know here in Tampa, if you do a reservation, you should have any issue. Now, sometimes I'll see reservations for like like today, $3, $4 reservation. I'm like, bro, nobody, no driver's gonna commit to that. You're gonna have to find a driver or the ride like right now, and a driver that's close by might pick it up, maybe. But a driver is not gonna commit like a day before for a $4 reservation. Like they're not gonna do that. So that one trip that I saw coming in, I was like, that guy, he might have gotten picked up, but probably from like ordering it on the spot, like right there on the spot, not through a reservation. So commits look off. Yeah. No, but inshallah, you're not gonna have any problem tomorrow getting picked up. Should be fine. There's always drivers in the morning, but it's Saturday. So usually Saturdays is dead in the morning, so a lot of drivers. There's always gonna be somebody out there, bro. Especially if you live in the city, you should be good to go. I'm gonna go pick up this Beamlac. Beamlak. What's the rating on this guy? Okay, 4.95. That's a good rating. See, he ordered priority, Uber X priority. Priority is just a name. It's just Uber trying to make the passenger and the driver feel like they're getting something. They want the rider to feel like they're gonna get a car faster. Is priority, and the driver to feel like they're gonna get paid more, $1 more. It's all mental tricks with these people, man. With Uber and Lyft, they're always trying to psychological games. Put some Fiji water back there for the passengers. I got the Fiji back there. I'm not gonna be able to see it, but anyway, back there in the Got a little Fiji action going. I haven't done that in a while. I used to do that. I haven't done that in a while. The thing is that the reason I stopped doing it a while ago, yeah, it's for free. But I got it from the Dollar Tree. So it's like $1.50 for each bottle. So I just get two. So it's like 2.50. And a lot of the times people won't even take the water, but they like the setup. So they'll tip you just for the setup. Just like when I used to put candy. The thing is that I don't want to put too much things in there because let's say if I pick up three people, then I have to like remove the bottles and put the thing up. It's gonna be too much work if I have like candy there, like scattered around. It's gonna be messy. Like today, I went to pick up this lady. I had to cancel, bro. They do this all the time. Not the first time I go to pick up a Black American lady, and she comes in with three kids and her. No, madam, you need a booster seat. You have a baby in your arms, and if you let them, they'll sit there in the back, not even buckle the kids. They won't even buckle the kids. They just want you to go. It's like it's like you have to care more about their kids than them for their kids' safety because they don't care, bro. I don't know if there's people think that nothing's ever gonna happen and they're immortal or what, but I've seen this so many times. It's no, I don't know, bro. It's insane. Plus, if I get pulled over, it's everything's on me. He's not gonna get blamed for anything. It's my license on the line, exactly. Exactly. It's all on me because I'm responsible for allowing it. I'm the one driving. I'm the one in control of the whole thing. So I'm at a point that when I see something like this, I show up and I see some lady with three kids, little kids, and I don't see no car seat, no booster. I just drive by. Sorry. I just keep going, bro. Because okay, here's another scenario. I don't keep going. Let's say I stop. I put my window down. Oh, ma'am, sorry, I can't take you because you have three kids and you need a car seat. In. The only thing that's gonna come out of this is argument. But the last driver, he said that was okay. Well, I'm not the last. So now all I'm stopping for is an argument. Because if I know I'm not gonna take them 100%, what's the point of me stopping? They know they're not supposed to be doing that. They know. They know this for a fact. They know how the law works. They know. They know. They're not stupid. If you're a parent, you got small children, you know what needs to happen when you go with kids in a car. But they're relying on the one driver that didn't say nothing and allow her to get in with her three kids and her in the back. They now expect every driver to allow that. And if you don't allow that, because you're actually following the law and you don't want to get in trouble and you're looking out for the safety of her and the kids and everybody involved, then you're a bad guy, you're an a-hole. So to avoid all that, to avoid her getting loud with me in front of her kids there, because this type of women, they forget that their kids are even there. I mean, they talk to their kids like this. I've had them before in the back of the car several times. Not too long ago, like 2 weeks ago, this happened. There was this black lady that came in with a little black girl, two. So it was two, but one was like five, the other one was like six. They didn't really need like a car seat or anything. So they come in, it's just three of them, her two daughters and her. And she starts cussing at the little girl. And the little girl, she's so sweet in her speech, so innocent, right? She starts cussing at her. Shut up, you're annoying. It just starts yelling at her at some point. And I've seen this before, too many times. And I'm just thinking, man, those little girls, they have no chance. You're her mom, and you're talking to them like trash because they're being kids in that moment, or like the girl was doing something silly. She was just like repeating a word over and over, whatever she was repeating, A gummy bear, gummy bear, gummy bear. And so that annoyed her so much that she felt the need to cuss that little girl out. And then the second time that little girl did it, she threatened her with violence. You don't shut up, I'm gonna beat your ass when we get home. Bro, I wanted to just stop the car and tell her to get the. We were on the highway when this happened. And I've seen this before, bro. They treat their kids like trash. They use profanity, they threaten them with violence. I mean, it's just disgusting. Yeah. Oh, or they might know it was me, but because if they're paying attention to the phone, they're gonna know it's me. But I can go like this, or I can go like this, or I cannot even say nothing. I can just drive by. That's it. But I'm not gonna stop because I know I'm not gonna pick them up, and I know she's not gonna be happy about it. So what out of this equation, what's the only possibility that's gonna happen? She's not happy, and I'm not gonna pick her up. Conflict, right? Cussing, this and that. Some people get so upset that they hit the driver's car, kicking or throw something at it or try to scratch it or whatever, extreme cases. But so it's better just nope. You know the rules. Yeah. Today I picked up a guy, bro. That guy was at least 400 pounds. He had one of his legs like wrapped up or something. And the minute I saw that guy stand up when I arrived there, because it was a lady's account that he was using. So somebody called over for him. The minute I saw that guy stand up, I'm like, oh, my poor car. My poor car. Ah, then he comes in before he even sat down. He just put his arm on top of the roof, I guess, to because he was kind of injured and he's really big. And I can feel my car do this. He wasn't even sitting yet. I felt my car go a little bit like this. He was just like putting his hand and trying to, I guess, grabbing, uh, using his weight, like his hand and his weight, but he hasn't. His butt wasn't touching the seat yet. And he was already. The car was already like a little bit. Then he sat down, and all I can think was, man, my back tire. Yeah. I don't know if you've seen the videos lately of like this, like a lift. There was a lady that this happened to, and a guy that happened to before her, where there were drivers and there's massive people trying to get in their car, and they're like, "I can," and then they film the driver saying that they can't take them. Why? Why can't you take me? To try to like, to try to, you know, bring a lawsuit about on the situation, right? And they have, and what happens is the driver's account immediately get banned or whatever by the platform. Then the video goes viral, and there's just several ones going on. And so I picked up this guy. Then on top of this, he stinks. So now there's two things. On top of he stinks, he's on the phone on speakerphone, volume all the way up, talking to some ghetto chick. I don't know who. It was a black dude talking to some ghetto chick. The good thing is that it was just like a 4-minute ride. It was quick. It was like, but it so happened that in that 4-minute couple of block span, I caught every light. And every light I caught, it felt like an eternity. Every single red light, it just felt like an eternity. I got this fat ass in the back, smelling like crap, and talking on the phone loudly. Let me pick up this person here. I'll be back in a second.
I hate when they do this. Now he's not even here. Look, look, look. And the app tells him, look where this guy's at. And look where. Dropped off that guy. He smelled a little funky. He smelled a little funky. What's going on? No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. And I'm not gonna do that. That pickup is too far. Okay, let me see this one. I think I'll do this one. Not this one. Yeah, I'll do this one.